Hello everybody, this is A Shadowbox, back on the Blunderbuss farm in Sosnovka, and of course joining me is Dr. Vesuvius.
Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Vesuvius. How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, doing just fine. Figured we can get out in the fields and do some work.
Yes, totally not like last night when we didn't start doing this recording first and abandon it.
No,
That never happened.
no, why would we do that? It's not like we got a great demand that was actually physically impossible.
A
No.
great demand for barley at the transport station. Transport station doesn't take barley. Shush, shush. Yeah, weirdness was afoot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go check on the grapes.
Okay, we have a field here that's been sown with something, so we probably best start harvesting that. It's a miserable, misty, foggy morning, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
How do I do this again? It's been so long.
It has been. It's been too long, but I think we've got a plan now that'll work out for our schedules, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so you can see we've got a little bit more money. We're at about 15,000. I think we finished last episode around 6,000. And that's because I did do a little bit of work off camera. I re-sown that field that we harvested last time. And while I was doing that, we had a great demand for wood chips, and we had some wood chips in storage, so I went ahead and sold those. Gives a little more working capital. Did you also see, I got a brochure from a wood chipping, well, not from a wood chipping company, from the sawmill and from the biomass heating plant. They're looking for lumber and wood chips.
Ooh.
So I actually got in contact with a basically a logging supply company, and they're willing to give us quite a few deals on some logging machines.
I don't know, they can get pretty expensive, you know?
Yeah, well, there is this one machine that looks really cool. It's called the Beast, and it is a massive, like, semi-trailer wood chipper. And it just looks awesome. And the cool thing is, it is, I mean, normally, new price, it's like almost $1 million. It's like $750,000 of $1 million. But I was able to find a used one that's just been refurbished, got some new teeth in it. But the owners are worried it might not last too much longer. They just had it rented out at the Volga farm. And
I don't know where that is.
no, it's on the other side of the country.
Oh, right, yes.
So they're gonna get it refurbished for us and cleaned up, and then they're going to sell it to us for $150,000.
Well, that's not unreasonable.
No, not at all. We just have to have it. They said that they were nice enough and said that we didn't have to pay for it until it actually gets here, and it's gonna take a few days because they're shipping it by train, and you know, Russia's kind of big, and they're not.
So
you know,
basically, we've got a few days to make $150,000, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and also don't forget the equipment we're gonna need to support the Beast. We're gonna need at least some chainsaws and a crane.
Oh, good grief.
and of course a semi truck to pull the damn thing.
Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, the problem with getting second-hand gear is you never know what the previous owner was like. You know, he might have mistreated it, might have been, you know, incompetent and not, you know, known how to drive a tractor properly. You sure it's a good idea?
Um, well, I think we would definitely get more than $150,000 out of it. So, it may not be a good idea, but it'll be a profitable idea.
Okay, if you say so. So, how are our grapevines looking?
Oh, they were all full. So we got a few thousand. We've got 4,000 grapes waiting to be turned into wine, and we've got about 1,000 wines sitting in there now. So hopefully by the
Nice.
time we're done working the fields, we'll have a little bit more wine we can sell.
That will be good.
Alright, you want to wait up there and I'll come unload you?
That'd be a good idea, yes. You know, maybe we ought to ask around and see if there might be a flour mill and bakery around here that we can deliver to. Or we get some wheat in, that is.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Turning 15,000 into over 150,000 overnight is, well, it's going to be a challenge.
Well, we have like 4 days to do it, so over 4 nights.
Right.
We have to get 10 times our money. So we might have a couple of sleepless nights.
Oh boy. Of course, if things get really dire, we could always sell someone's truck. That's not a truck. We don't call them trucks. We call them cars. Not compared to your truck, no.
I suppose if my truck... Well, see, the thing is, if my truck had a fifth wheel, I could just use it to pull the beast, no problem.
And if my
It's got the
grandmother had
power.
wheels, she'd be a wagon. So what's your point?
My point is my truck is power. It is literally power. You look up power in the dictionary and it just has a picture of a Ford F-150 Raptor.
You know, not many dictionaries actually have pictures in them. Except my first dictionary for toddlers. And I'm pretty sure they don't have power in that edition.
Crap, hit the wrong button. Drive controls messing with me. There we go.
Okay, so we need to think about things we can use to make money without much financial outlay.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say no, because I think I know what you're thinking.
What am I thinking? Go on.
Chickens.
No, sadly, I love chickens. I have a great love of chickens. Almost as great as your love of sheep, but we won't go into that. I'm thinking chickens are more return over a long time, whereas we need a large return quickly. I was actually thinking about whether a straw power plant would be worth it. Whereas they cost 10,000, but they pretty much double the money you get for straw.
Oh, really?
Well, at least they did on the lunar gaming farm.
Oh, I always thought it was just like an extra sell point for the, I didn't know it actually increased the amount of money you got.
No, we actually got a better price. Let me have a quick look. What do we get on this map for straw? Price listed for everything except... Can't see a price. No, we've let's see, on the Lunar Gaming Farm, which was based on the Valley East map from the mod competition.
You want me to unload you?
We said we got, I think it was 1,000, the equivalent of 1,000 a bale for, no, not a bale, 1,000 a ton for normal, the normal sell point, and we basically got double that.
Oh wow, that's a really good price.
Don't quote me on the exact price, but it did work out double, and we found the plant paid for itself. You know, with a small field.
That may be worth it then. And we're full here, so I think, well, what do you want to do? Should we hedge our bet, see if we get a proper barley great demand and store this, or should we just sell it immediately?
Good question. Normally I'd say store it and hope, but there was that ghost great demand we've just got, which means we're unlikely to get another barley great demand right away. And I'm seeing something interesting here.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty sure I am.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at the field, and our field of barley is suddenly turning into a field of canola.
Huh. It would look like someone had a little too much to drink before they decided to sow the field.
But that doesn't make sense because I didn't sow the field. Have you been hanging out with Igor again?
Which Igor?
Not the tall one, his brother.
Okay. So, are you that still leaves too many possibilities. Are you talking about Igor V, Igor Q, or Igor X?
Probably, yes. Told you that home distilled vodka is yeah. You've got to watch out for it. It sneaks up on you.
Hold on, actually, you can't harvest yet until I come get that barley out of you.
I know. Well, I say, yeah, let's store it and let's see if we get another great demand. You never know.
Yeah. And
Um,
it's not like it's hard to sell product.
no.
If we get close to the deadline and haven't had our great demand yet, we can always sell it then.
And it might be worth having a look on the notice board, because we might get one of those delivery missions, which
Oh, good point.
might give us just a little bit of extra money.
I kind of forgot those were a thing, honestly.
In fact, is it worth seeing if we can get a really cheap mower and maybe do some mowing missions? We've not actually got a front loader, have we?
No, we don't. That's why I had to buy that conveyor to sell the
Yeah.
wood chips. And that conveyor was only like $6,000, so...
That does mean that we'll be struggling to do pallet delivery missions.
Yeah. So what's the verdict on the straw power plant? Should we go ahead and get it or no? You are our financial expert.
I'd go for it. I would go for it because it's going to boost the revenue we'll get from all this straw, which can really mount up.
Right. Well, I do have a full load of straw, so I might as well go ahead and get it now.
The other question is whether we've got that mod installed in the game at the moment. I mean, it's only going to be, what, just over 10,000 to cover the cost?
We'd have to take out a $15,000 loan.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we're going to have to think about, yeah, taking out loans. We have to invest to start getting a decent return, yeah.
Have you already unloaded?
No, I've unloaded. There's some canola in the trailer there. This looks like it's barley, possibly. Take the
Alright, well
take the
then,
map.
should I go ahead and get the loan then? And get the power plant?
I think we have to, yes.
Alright.
Barley, so.
This time the mob bosses can come after you and threaten to break your legs for the loan.
Me and Alexi have an understanding.
This looks like a good spot. Alright, we are now straw powered. Let's see what one trailer of straw is gonna get us.
I'm on tenterhooks now.
Problem.
What's that?
It's not letting me unload.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. Let me tab to you.
Okay.
Okay. Right, you have to reverse right back up. And it's a little bit temperamental, this mod, as to where the tipping point is. You have to try and get it sort of central there. And then not drive forwards. There we go. There we go. Up to 12,754.
Okay.
And yes, if you do reverse too far up there, you can crush your wheels on the trailer in the gnashing teeth, get stuck. Hilarious.
So who's gonna get stuck up there first? Because neither one of us has gone into the pond yet.
Oh, well, I'm experienced with that straw thing, so I think it's going to be you.
So did you hear the announcement that NI Modding is going to be getting back into modding for Farming Sim 15?
Yes, I heard that. It's a very welcome bit of news, that.
A little late, but better late than never. We have less than a year till the next Farming Sim game comes out, presumably.
Yep, so now we'll have to see what they can come up with. It's been an interesting year for modding. I know some people think that the modders have not done us particularly well this time through. With a lot of people have complained that a lot of the mods that we're seeing have been conversions of things that have been modded from previous versions. But I don't know, at the end of the day, what else are you going to do? If someone's done a tractor for Farming Sim 13, people are going to want the same tractor for 15. As long as the conversion is done well, what do people expect?
Yeah. And it's... For me, my biggest complaint was the vehicle mods are like way too centered on Russia and Eastern Europe. It seems like every new vehicle mod that comes out is like based in Eastern Europe. And
It's an interesting one, that, as to why that's happened. I mean, obviously we've got Sosnovka, this, the gold edition map, but I think this happened before Sosnovka came
Oh
out.
yeah,
We
for
were
sure.
getting a trend. I mean,
It's been the
has
entire life
Farming
cycle.
Simulator? Sorry, go on.
No, it's been the entire life cycle of 2015.
So I'm wondering, was Farm Sim 15 the first version to be marketed in Russia? Did it suddenly pick up a lot of Eastern European fans, this version?
Maybe. That was, the thing about Farming Sim 2013, it had a lot of fantastic, like, John Deere and case mods. And there are some really good case tractors. I know of a couple of different case tractor mods, but not so much with the John Deere this time around.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there were some really, really nice tractor mods for 2013.
Yeah.
And we're just not seeing that in 15. However, the script mods for 15 blow the 2013 mods out of the water. Like
Yeah, definitely.
UPK.
Definitely.
And when it
Soil
comes down
mods.
to it, I think I'd rather have UPK than a nice John Deere tractor.
I mean, it depends what it depends what your colour is when it comes down to the tractors and the gear. I mean, we've had the awesome blue, what blue?
New Holland?
New Holland, yeah, the awesome New Holland pack, which just gives you every variant of tractor, every different power band they do, right the way from your little putt-putts to the monsters. We've also had quite a few nice Massey Ferguson tractors from this time, which I remember for 13 there weren't that many. I think there was only a couple that were worth the price of downloading. But there's about half a dozen half decent ones now, and I need unloading, by the way.
Yeah, I'm on the way. I just dumped off that canola.
But yeah, John Deere does seem to be a bit light this time around.
You could almost do it.
Yeah, nearly made it. When you start unloading, I'll start rolling forward, okay, just to get this finished.
Alright. And when you finish that, I think we should probably go ahead and finish this episode.
Already?
Well, remember, it
Time
is
does
broken
fly.
up into 2 parts. There we go. Oh no!
Oops, oops. Sorry. Totally not trying to push you into the pond. Or in the back.
No, totally not. That would
Totally
be
not.
unprofessional.
Yeah. More than that, it would be wrong.
And everyone knows, as soon as you watch a Monty Python movie, everyone knows the British are nothing if not professional.
Absolutely.
Alright guys, well that's our barley harvested. I think we should probably turn around and stick some weed on the field. What would you say to that?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Alright, so we'll get started on that, guys, and we will see you next time. So, no. Another beautiful day on Sosnovka. It turned out, you know, the fog cleared up, so it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to
It's
work.
going to be all right.
And have a good one, guys.